And we're back. Okay, I don't know if this is a new stream. I don't know if this is going to show up as a new stream in my VOD. If it's a new stream in my VOD, we just disconnected I was streaming and it just got disconnected, so I'm restarting here. If you just found us in the VOD somewhere. So, okay, so I can't adjust the camera while I'm streaming for some reason. It disconnects. But yeah, OBS is really quite a learning curve. It's not that bad, I guess. The audio was kind of difficult. But yesterday's stream, right before I went on, I was messing with things and I found some setting somewhere where I could disable inputs that I wasn't using. And I'm using a USB mic, but there's also on the computer there's an analog input for a mic. And so I said, well, I'm not using that, and that's just a source for noise anyway, so I'll disable that. As I was disabling all these other things. And when I went on the stream, turned out the thing I disabled was this mic, the mic I was supposed to be using. So the first 5 minutes of the stream I'm talking, there was no sound. So that's kind of funny. Anyway, I don't have much content here. I guess I can mess around with this and see if I can play with some stuff just to experiment, since this is kind of a test stream anyway. One thing I noticed that there's in OBS there's a thing called scenes and there's a thing called sources. In each scene, you can bring in multiple sources. A source being like a webcam or an audio source or a picture or a video or browser source but if I set up another scene, I notice that I can't add my camera to 2 different scenes at the same time. I can't put my camera in one scene and then set up another scene and put it in that scene too. So if I want to switch from one scene to another, I can still use the same webcam. It doesn't do that for some reason on this system. So that's not good. I'm going to do some stuff here. This is going to be kind of boring for people. I'm just going to delete some things here. It's very boring anyway. Okay, so I'm going to try experimenting here a little bit. I'm going to bring in a video. Let's see, go to media source. And okay, this is I'm gonna try to find. Made a video of a plane, an airline. I don't know if you guys are probably familiar with this video that I'm gonna put up. This particular scene is public domain video. It was created by the U.S. government, by the FAA. It was the scene of a plane, an airliner test crash that they did. And I wanted to take this and use this as my scene, my stream protection video. I think that would be pretty funny to have that come up. Let me see if I can get that. Okay, airplane. No, it's not. It's not loading up for some reason here. See, I can't do this. Why is that not working? So I tried to load up this video and it's not coming up for some reason here. Or maybe I've got it covered up here. Maybe it's behind my. Well, yeah, for some reason now all my all my media sources are not coming in now. I think I have to restart OBS or do something different here, because none of my extra reads, like that image I just put up, I can't get that back now either. So anyway, so I gotta learn OBS and learn all the little idiosyncrasies about that and the bugs and how to work around the bugs, and that's something I gotta do, I guess. I'm gonna bring it up because that's kind of cool. Huh. So maybe I need to bring it down here. No. Huh, that's weird, because it was just working a second ago. So maybe I broke something when OBS bombed there. That's kind of bad. It really shouldn't do that. All I did was unplug my webcam, and not only did it stop streaming, but OBS crashed. OBS broke and stopped running. So it shouldn't do that. They should have something in there to protect against that for sure. Anyway, okay, so it looks like I'm not going to be able to do anything more. So I guess I'll stop this screen. I think for a while here I'm going to be doing really short streams really often, using an iterative design approach to my learning curve here on streaming. So I can do a stream and then go back and watch it and see where I screwed up and repeat that over and over again until I get my quality up on the stream. So anyway, it's so far so good. Oh, I don't have any viewers though. That's kind of a problem. Alright. So anyway, thank you for watching the stream. Let me see if I can bring in some music. That would be something. Some background music. Maybe it'll do that. So I'll go in here. Music. That's just kind of boring for you because you can't see what I'm doing. That's something else I got to figure out how to do, is how to share my screen so people can see what's going on. Right now I'm trying to find some music that I downloaded, some Creative Commons music that was out there for free for people to use. Okay, got the music in there. Let's see what's showing up on my, oh there we go, media source. Can you hear music? No. Yep, this is broken. So. Okay, so that's my stream. Thank you for watching. If you're watching this on the VOD, nobody's watching it right now, but if anybody watches it on the VOD, thank you for watching my stream. And I'll be back probably pretty soon to do another short little stream about something. So, do this. I gotta figure out how to end my stream. There we go. Okay, bye. I tried to fade the black and it went through the
Advanced crash landing in a wooded area. There was a mound of dirt to simulate a wing-low contact with the ground. There was an incline of 8 degrees to create severe fuselage ground contact and strain the capabilities of the aircraft structure and internal experiments. And finally, there was a hill at an impact angle of 20 degrees to subject the structure and experiments to destructive loads. The aircraft was carefully prepared for the tests. We see it here in animation, in a vertical perspective. The right wing, filled with colored water to facilitate study of fuel spray patterns, was instrumented with accelerometers at 7 span-wise locations to measure the longitudinal crash loads. These instruments were also planned to record the decay in crash loads away from the impact point. One tank was filled with gelled water to study its behavior. The left wing, also filled with colored water, had vertically and longitudinally mounted accelerometers to record the crash forces resulting from distributed type loading. The fuselage, heavily instrumented, contained many tests. In the cockpit were 2 experimental crew seats. To the rear were 2 systems for cargo restraint as part of a test in association with the Society of Automotive Engineers Industrial Committee on Cargo Restraint. 3 standard DC-7 passenger seats were tested in the forward compartment. A child restraint system was installed, tying it vertically over the seat back and attaching it. The occupant was a 35-pound child doll. Behind these were 2 3-passenger seats, typical of current jet transport installations. Adjacent to these seats was an experimental rear-facing seat with energy-absorbing legs. The galley was also prepared, loaded with over 400 pounds of equipment. Aft of the galley was an airbag system designed to cushion passenger impact. The bags were inflated prior to the test. Across the aisle were 2 more standard DC-7 seats. And lastly, there was a side-facing seat test in the passenger lounge. The seats were instrumented for accelerations, leg loads, and belt loads. The aircraft is in takeoff condition at full gross weight, with landing gear down and flaps retracted. The nose wheel has been replaced by a slipper which slides in a single-track guide rail. The aircraft is accelerating to a takeoff speed of 139 knots under its own power. Close scrutiny of this test is possible through the use of many motion picture cameras at different locations, most of them recording the action at 20 times normal camera speed. The velocity of the aircraft at impact is 20 knots faster than anticipated. Here the propellers strike the barriers and produce substantial sparking, followed by landing gear separation. The secondary flash is due to flash bulbs used to correlate the electronic data with the photographic data. The high impact speed results in the aircraft continuing over the 20-degree hill and having an added impact on the far side. And here is the action as seen from the front.
This is the scene.
The initial barriers destroy the propellers, separate the landing gear, wrench the engines from their mounts and start engine fires. The pole impact yaws the aircraft. There is a glancing contact with the left wing. The aircraft is pitched up, and the fuselage, weakened by the propeller, fails. There is severe crash impact
scene,
on the second
this
hill.
This exact scene right here was...
the fire, which is so impressive in this slow-motion photography, in reality is lasting only through
this scene right here where this thing comes up and crashes here.
The full impact
This was stuck in the movie Airplane, 1970 something, 78 or whatever. The movie Airplane. Remember that movie? I'm sure you've all seen it. It's a cult classic.
Step right in.
This. Oh shit! What happened here?
Now look, Mr. Dunn, here's the situation. We're temporarily back. See, we're working.
Crash.
on
Okay.
You've been working your way through college for the last 7 years. Well, it takes time.
So this was used. This was in a movie Airplane, just as in the movie Airplane, the guy had to take over and land the plane, and everybody's all worried that they're going to crash and all this. And as all that was happening, the in-flight movie. This is what came on in the in-flight movie.
That's it, we haven't got any right now. Just give us 1 month. Just 1 month extended, okay, Dudley? I won't listen. Why we'll be around. What do you think we are, fly-by-night? My word,
They probably never used the movie Airplane as an in-flight movie. Imagine they didn't do that.
No!
Do they still have in-flight movies? I guess everybody uses their
That's a sordid little fella.
phones or mobile devices or whatever now. I haven't flown in over
Must
a
be a
decade.
sordid life. She's a lovely girl.
Well, there's nothing so sordid about it, except the people who do it.
It's a pity
Photography.
it's Miller out.
in reality is lasting only through the 5-second crash sequence. It consumes 15 gallons of fuel carried in the right-hand wheel well and most of the engine oil. Actually, there is no fire damage to any part of the aircraft.
It's a lot of fire damage to me, I know.
And here is a detailed view of the right wing. The 12-inch telephone pole cuts off the outer panel,
But I don't
but the heavier inboard section breaks off a larger 13-inch telephone pole. The basic wing structure remains intact.
Whatever it is, I won't do it. Now I want to tell you.
Inside the aircraft, the high-speed camera records the crash effects.
I want to do the right thing.
In the cockpit, the pilot's seat is a net type, while the co-pilot's seat has an energy-absorbing feature which lets it move forward a limited distance to reduce peak crash loads.
$2. But the bill's 110. That's for you to fix things up.
The 15 Gs developed downward and forward on the first impact would be survivable.
Don, we're all men of the world. Oh, you our ass. Don't you can depend on us. She'll tell you. She who? Miller. Miss Miller.
But on the second hill, the nose section is crushed. This condition, combined with 20 G down,
One of the things really interesting about this whole thing, this whole concept of doing crash tests on
Don't believe him, Mrs.
airliners and stuff, is that it happens, it's something that happens so rarely
Have you deadbeats
that there's a crash that, and even more rarely that it's a crash that is, you know, like right as they're taking off or landing or something, and it's a survivable crash. So it's weird that they put so much resources and effort and testing and all that into trying to get that, trying to figure out how to make planes crash more safely, you know, because it's such a weird thing. You know, car crashes make sense. Just generally, people don't assess risk properly and allocate resources to those various risks properly. I don't think it's like you.
Well, here we are.
You know, you're
Thought of that right?
you know, everyone wears a seatbelt. They have laws to require people to wear seatbelts in cars, but like
Telephone little.
you're 8 times more likely
Brass section.
to be killed
Oh, lining up
because you didn't wear an
the
N95 mask in public than you are to die because you didn't wear a seatbelt in your car.
We've already tried.
Yet
Mr.
everybody wears their seatbelts. There's laws against wearing seatbelts, but people don't go out and they go out and don't wear an N95 mask. It's weird. It's like people don't assess risk properly.
Oh, but we entertain too.
No, but we can ream up something.
Anyway, so this is, it's kind of unusual that they allocate all these resources to try to figure out how to make planes crash better.
Downward and 30G forward forces makes this area non-survivable. Both forward cargo restraint systems work well. Neither pallet nor cargo load separate from its original tie-down position. In spite of the initial 15G downward and 15G forward impact, as well as the second impact with 20G downward and 30Gs forward, the DC-7 seats behave as expected under the high crash loads. But fuselage failure at the camera mount location prevents coverage of the entire sequence.
Took a poll on the campus. Almost everybody voted for Artie Shaw's band.
And this is a new seat mounted over the wing. It is similar to those recently installed on certain modern jet transports. The crash loads are beyond normal seat design strength, yet the first impact is considered easily survivable. The second, at best, marginal. And this is the new 16G experimental rear-facing triple seat, holding three 200-pound dummies. It is located over the trailing edge of the wing. At the first impact, the seat reclining locks failed.
Assume they fix this. And it doesn't do that.
They hired that college band.
And this is the second impact. It is likely there would not be survival under these conditions.
You got a great band or a fine manager. I gotta go.
Here in the aft fuselage, a conventional 6G seat pair holds two dummies. A third dummy is strapped in a side-facing lounge seat.
Hey, no graduation this year.
The first impact loads, here in the aft section, are similar to those in the cockpit, except that the forward G forces precede the vertical forces.
Did he say if they put accelerometers into those dummies?
On the second impact,
I'm not sure if
the
they
aft
did
fuselage
that.
section just slaps at the top of the hill, thus mainly causing downward loads. It is during this second impact that the side-facing dummy's belt attach bolt fails. The forward-facing seats are considered only marginally survivable.
It's lying down. I'm gonna see the dean of us.
Yet, across the aisle, the airbag restraint system retains the dummies in their seats. One is a low-pressure rubberized fabric bag. The other is a clear plastic bag supporting a yellow-suited dummy. The clear plastic bag fails, but the seatbelt retains the dummy.
Guess we'll just have to carry on.
While this form of pneumatic support reduces peak crash loads, it creates some serious evacuation problems.
Seems to me I smell a mouse.
It seems to me.
An indication of the structural integrity of the passenger cabin is that its aft section has been capped at both ends and is used as a workshop area in preparation for the next crash test. Since these extremely severe crash loads were accurately recorded, the crash test program serves in part to spotlight problem areas previously hidden by actual crash damage.
It's weird.
A second crash test will subject the Lockheed L-1649 to a modified, less severe crash. This test program, sponsored and supervised by the Federal Aviation Agency, provides a unique opportunity to gain fundamental knowledge of aircraft behavior under crash conditions. These tests will provide a basis for many improvements throughout the aviation community in the United States and overseas. Thus, through continued research and testing by government and private industry, the excellent safety record of our air carriers will be further improved.
I think I did this music too. These government-produced films, they all had that music that had that wavy effect in it because the way film works, the audio was actually on the side of the film that went through the projector, and it was all in mechanism and everything, and it would just cause this wavy sound when you played the film back. So I think I'll snatch that music and somehow integrate it in this film or somehow. Good effect, I guess. Okay, now try to figure out what my if I'm showing up on the let's see here, science and technology. I was gonna see if I'm showing up on the anywhere on these
it's pretty interesting how to experiment everything. Just approach information services.
Twitch, come on, don't do that. They have this when you go to a category when you're browsing channels, you go and you want to look at a category, and they pop up this preview thing, and there's no way to get rid of it. And you close it up, and then the next time you run Twitch, it's there again. You can't shut it off. Come on, Twitch, please fix that. Thank you. Let's see if it's showing up here in the category. Anywhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah, just my ugly mug there. So I'm sure if I wore a low-cut blouse, I'd get more viewers. That's how it works, right? I don't think so, not in my case. Okay, so I'm going to end the stream here. I see that Stephen Wolfram is out there doing his stream. So I don't have enough viewers to rate anybody, but I'm going to go watch you now. So anyway, thank you very much for watching my stream. My first real stream.
You'll go into your father's textile business.
So everyone, take care. Oh, hit the follow button if you're not following. What else am I supposed to say? Follow button. I can't say subscribers. I'm not even an affiliate. It's my first stream. But hit the follow button, please. Tell your friends about my stream. Take care. Bye.
What? Hold up. Music wasn't for you, Hank.